Are you planning to study in Canada ngayong 2025? Pinagpaplanuhan mo din ba? Pinapangarap mo din ba mag-aral dito sa Canada? Dalhin ang iyong pamilya while you're studying and hoping to get a permanent resident after studying in Canada. If yan yung plano mo, join me on this video because I'm going to share with you the key changes na pwedeng maapektuhan ang iyong plano. So if you're ready, let's begin. What's up mga Kap? It's me, Kap Joey, the co-founder of Community Canada in behalf of Miss Amelia Achok, our licensed immigration consultant. Isang magandang umaga na naman po sa inyo mga Kap. I know po mga Kap, there's so much changes. Ang hirap mag-cope or anong tawag nito, abangan ang mga pagbabago dito sa Canada immigration. Marami nagugulat, marami naguguluhan din. That's why our purpose of this video po mga Kap is to share with you all the key changes for international students. So kung ready ka na, simulan na natin. So the number one po mga Kap is the limit of working off campus. In the past years po mga Kap, as an international student, you're only allowed off campus to work 20 hours per week. Pero ngayong 2025 po mga Kap, you are allowed to work up to 24 hours per week, which is good po mga Kap. As an international student, you can work off campus during your academic season, no? Habang nag-aaral ka, pwede kang magtrabaho ng 24 hours per week, which is good news, no? So maraming mga nagtatanong din kung kailangan daw ng proof of funds. That's also the major changes na nagbago ngayong 2024, 2025, wherein you are required to provide a proof of funds of 20,665 Canadian dollars. So last January 1 pumakap 2024, international student except in Quebec must demonstrate a proof of funds of at least 20,635 Canadian dollars to cover 1 year of living expenses in addition to tuition fee and travel costs. So just imagine this, no? Yung may tuition fee ka na, may travel cost ka pa, dapat meron ka pang proof of funds na around 20,000 Canadian dollars. So now, I know po mga Kap, marami na naman magtatanong, Kap, pwede bang proof of funds lang to? Yung tipong ipapakita ko lang na meron akong pera. I'm going to tell you po mga Kap that you're going to use that money to settle in Canada, most especially if you're an international student. Why? Because number one, you need to support your accommodation, your day-to-day, your transportation, day-to-day meals, day-to-day expenses, no, yung mga ngailangan mo. So those are the things that you need to support. Yung trabaho, yes, you're allowed to work for 24 hours, but remember, kailangan mo rin mag-aral. Kailangan mong mag-aral habang nagtatrabaho. Ang tanong doon, may availability ka ba na para makapagtrabaho? So that's why pumakap, if you're planning to study in Canada, make sure that your proof of funds na ni-require sa'yo ay ready and available that you can use kung talagang kailangan at hindi umabot sa budget mo. Even you are working in Canada, at least meron kang pocket money. So I strongly suggest po mga Kap, if you plan to study in Canada, pagplanuhan. Most especially ang proof of funds. Ang proof of funds, for me, if I'm going to apply in student visa, I will make sure that this fund is ready and available kung sakali naman na pangangailangan ko. Kung kailangan ko. Alright? So another one po mga Kap is the spousal. Sabi nga natin, no, in this past few years po mga Kap, maraming mga international student, they're able to bring their spouse. And the good news is, they can bring their spouse and their spouse are open work permit. They can work while you as a principal are studying. Unfortunately, for 2025 pumakap, you need to take note these changes. Starting on January 1, 2025, open work permit are limited to spouse of international student enrolled in master's program of 16 months or more, doctoral programs, or specific professional programs pumakap. spouse of students in other program are no longer eligible. So kung plano mong mag-aral po mga kap dito sa Canada na gusto mong dalhin ng iyong spouse, you need to consider these changes. If you have some clarification po mga kap, you want to talk to our licensed immigration consultant, I'm going to put the link in the description below wherein you will have an opportunity to have a one-on-one consultation wherein Miss Mel will guide you po mga kap kung ano ang dapat mong gawin. So anyway po mga kap, let's go to another changes which is the work authorization for student. Ito po mga kap yung tinatawag nating PGWP. I already mentioned po mga kap that you can work during study, you can work up to 24 hours ngayong 2025. However, pumakap, may malaki at mabigat-bigat na pagbabago pagdating sa PGWP. Effective on November 1, pumakap 2024, last year, PGWP applicant must demonstrate language proficiency. Yes, pumakap, you need to provide language proficiency. So if you're studying in university graduates, you need to provide CLB 7, while if you get your diploma from the college graduates, you are required to provide a language test of CLB 5. So additional PGW eligibility is now linked to the field of study aligned with the Canada labor market. So this is something that I really want to share with you, Pumakap. If you are planning to study in Canada, you really need to bring, if you want to bring your spouse, you want to work after studying, you need to consider what are the courses that you're going to get. Is it a master's degree, it's a PhD, or it will be a diploma? Because there are several factors na may magiging impact with your student visa. Example, if you're planning to study in master's degree, yes, you can bring your spouse. But if not, then pwedeng hindi mo madala ang iyong spouse. So these are something the consideration. But again, pumakap, I'm going to put the link of the Canada.ca or go to Canada.ca for more updated because Canada is always changes. Maybe you watching this video and that hindi na to updated. I strongly suggest pumakap to feel free visit Canada.ca for more updates kasi maraming nagbabago. And speaking of nagbabago pumakap, I strongly suggest as well before we end this video is keep yourself updated. Kasi marami pong nagbabago and sometimes baka yung alam mong program, yung alam mong requirements ay nagbago. So make sure po mga Kap that you join us, follow us, Kap Unity Canada or on my social media, Kap Joey, on YouTube and our Facebook po mga Kap because we give update. Aside from that po mga Kap, I strongly suggest to join our community Canadian Dreamer wherein Pumakap, we provide all the coaching program. We have webinar every week, Pumakap, and we have also free guide that we give to you so that you're properly guided. I'm going to show you quickly, Pumakap, bago tayo mag-end. This is the Canadian Dreamer community wherein you will see our webinars here. You will see also the upcoming webinars live, yung ating mga recorded, and also our tips and tricks, no? Mga updates namin, mga Q&A live streaming pumakap ay nandito na pumakap. So I strongly suggest pumakap to join this growing community wherein we're focused on providing more value, more update about Canada immigration. So that's it for me today, Pumakap. And thank you very much and see you in Canada. Again, Pumakap, kung plano mo mag-aral sa Canada, make sure that you are properly equipped with the right information. And again, see you here in Canada. Kapit lang.